Hey guys, KCoreC here. It's been a while since I've done a video. Just took the other day. It was like a crazy 80 something, like 86 degrees out here. It was Southern California. It was really great. So I took the kids out. The wife had to work, so I took the kids out to the park, and of course my son. We're at the baseball diamonds, and there's a lot of clay on here and stuff like that. So I'll clean all that up for him. And of course you can see the Baja Ray got a good amount of clay on it as well. And so I'm going to clean both of these. It's been a couple days, but we have another storm coming in right now, so it's just I had to do a little preparing outside. If you guys know from some of my previous videos, I live on a private road, and anyway, I always have to get sandbags out and all kinds of crap. So anyway, it's weird. I know Southern California, we have so much rain right now, but El Nino was supposed to be last year. I don't know what happened. So anyway, Baja Ray, I've been still loving it. Everything's stock except for the I got the SCBE rims and the faux bead blocks. Of course, I went back with the SCBE tires because everyone knows that has this truck knows they complement it the best. They fit the best. Everything looks like it should. Excuse me. Oh, one thing I did do. You see that silver guy in there shining? That is the upper shock mount for the front, and you have to disassemble stuff around the front diff to get it on fairly straightforward if you guys know how to use a screwdriver and stuff. But anyway, or a driver in general. And did it make a difference? I don't know. I took it out, like I said, at the park, and I like watching it on the flat ground, and then have some of the crabgrass and just watch the suspension articulate. There's a couple of lips coming out of the baseball diamonds, and it kind of just float over those and settle. Really cool to watch, but I don't know. To tell you the truth, I have it in the stock position that the stock shock tower was at. I just matched them up, and then there's two other adjustments out and in you can do. I don't know how that's going to affect the performance, but I'll try them and see what it does, and then I'll report on that. So enough with the Baja Ray. Real quick, guys, pay attention to when you're ordering your batteries. So I went ahead and bought this HRB 6000 milliamp hour battery. I'm going cool. Everyone knows Baja Ray sucks down juice like crazy, and I just thought it'd be fatter. Sorry, but the problem is it's longer and a little bit fatter. If you guys know, see my other videos. This I wrap my batteries and stuff just because they're soft packs and everything like that. So is it a little wider? I don't know. It might be just the same width, but anyway, it's longer. And so I figured it would be fatter and it would just fit right in the Baja Ray. Well, it being longer, it's not gonna fit. And I made the mistake of ordering two of these biatches. So I have like almost $100 in battery just sitting there. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'm assuming I'll put them in the crawler. They'll probably work in the crawler because the crawler has a pretty long battery tray. Or I'll throw them in my my HPI Blitz. They should fit in the Blitz as well. In comparison, let's see. Here's a hard pack 2S, and you guys know from my videos, I like Hobby People batteries. There's nothing wrong with them. To tell you the truth, they're all coming from China, just which is the better manufacturer. So the width is pretty much the same. Is a hard pack on this. Excuse me again. It's a little fatter than this 2S hard pack, because it's probably just because of this plastic. But you can see the length. Now the length is an issue, and I believe these are 20 millimeters longer. So just for future reference, guys, check out your do your measurements. Don't do what I did and now I have batteries that I'll find an application for them, but it's not going to fit in the Baja Ray. So I have two 5200, which was the original one I showed you, the original battery I bought from HRB. This one right here is the 5200, and it works perfect. the battery still works, but one of the cells is at like almost 20 ohms, and the other two are damn near almost 0. So it's like, this needs to go. I'm gonna dispose of this pretty soon because it's gonna end up that if that cell starts shooting up any higher, then I might have issues, and I don't want to burn down my Baja Ray just yet. So anyway, one other thing I wanted to show you guys here, and I said I was gonna do it. One of my other videos, I said I was gonna do it. This has been sitting in my shed for years, and it is an original. Oh, this thing is freaking heavy. Okay, guess that tire. Where's the nut for that tire? Oh, there's the pin. I don't know where the nut is for this tire. I'm sure I can find one. I have other of these trucks. Anyway, not the best unveiling video here, but anyway, you guys that were deep into RC before back in the day and stuff know what this is. This is the Hpi Savage, and this is the original Savage. This is what started the Savages. Hpi, I believe, did a very good job on this truck. I have two other ones that are just laying around. I think I had it on one of my videos about cleaning and stuff like that. It had an XTM engine on it. Not the best engine, but it worked. So I'm gonna get this thing going, and eventually get all the parts on it, like I told you guys. So it's a beast. It could take a beating. It's gonna need the upgrades and stuff like that. So this is kind of cool. It's almost like Christmas. Wait a minute, it is Christmas, but it's an older model. They came out with all the upgraded stuff, the Savage X, the Savage Octane, which actually uses a 2-stroke engine and stuff like that. All of them with all the upgraded things that they've noticed over the years people have complained about, and they've addressed those issues. Is this still gonna be a freaking fun truck? Hell yeah. This thing is so cool. Especially when you lean them out a little bit more, then they get really fast, even on the stock 21 engine. And you'll probably throw a rod like I usually did, but it's just the stock motor, so just beat the crap out of it. Anyway, let me throw this back in the box. And some of my old rims and tires just all beat up. But anyway, let me dig in this other box here. Here's one of my motors. I can't find my other one right now. I should have 2 Picos. So here's a Pico 0.26. At the time, this was rated a very high-end motor. Pico makes some pretty good products. I've run them in the past with tuned pipes and stuff, and they're just they're really bulletproof. I don't know, I might have to check online to see if I can get a rotostart for this, or just change out this back plate, because everyone knows with nitro, especially when you get to these bigger motors, you're pulling Blister City. So anyway, or I just wear gloves, whatever. But it's hard to tune these things and get them all adjusted and stuff, and wear gloves, and you nitro guys know what I'm talking about. So that's gonna be fun to put that bad boy on. Here's the owner's manual of that thing. I don't think you guys would care to see that, but anyway, that's what that is. I'm gonna for the servo and stuff on that Savage, I'm going to do probably a lipo. I'll probably change out my servo. I always ran the stock servos, but I'll probably change it out to upgraded servo. I have one of these in the box still. Glow plug igniter starter thingamajig. And here we go. Here's a pack of Coronas. So in here, I have stuff collected from back in the day. I have aluminum A-arms, tuned pipe there, crystal for the radio, which I'm not going to use. I'm just going to change out all that. Aluminum shocks. I have a whole set of those. 2 extended frames. One purple, one HPI purple, and then one just regular silver. purple skid plate, which is kind of nice. I think this is a heat sink brace for your motor. And these are the universals. Drive shafts, pretty nice. Another set of those. And the handle or roll bar. And got some rims here, but I don't have another set, so I don't know what I'm going to do with those rims. Probably use them on something else. This is so you can lock your diffs, so you have your extra shafts for your pins and stuff. Here's a this looks like your 2-speed, I think it's your 2-speed thing. Extra screws. What is this? Body trim stuff. Here is the actual heat sink, I believe. Billet aluminum engine mount. So we got the purple one there. A LED light kit. Another crystal. Clutch bell. Everyone knows in these things you're always constantly, for more speed or whatever, you're constantly changing out your clutch bells and your spurs. Here's a diff. A gear diff right here. Up just in case. Here's the diff casing for, I think this is for the front or rear, and I believe this is for the center. Anyway, I'll figure all that out. Here's another set of those aluminum A-arms, so I have all 4. And some more of those pins to lock my diffs with the extra spider gears. I have a whole bunch of these pins because I was gonna build 2 of these vehicles up, and I started collecting crap, and then it, whatever. Here is a back plate for the roto start. So I'll probably try to somehow get this onto the Pico. We'll see what happens. I don't remember what I did before. Here's some wheel nuts, so I can replace one of those missing ones. For some reason, straight out of the package didn't have it. This is a one-way clutch. I think that's for the starter. I don't remember. Stickers, more stickers. An empty package. Here's a spur. No, transmission gear. Empty package. Here's a 2-speed maintenance kit. Some screws. Here's the. This is the back pressure valve. I'm gonna want to put this on my pipe, so I'm gonna have to drill and tap this fitting for you nitro guys. You know what I'm talking about. You put this on here, and as the exhaust flows out, it's gonna put pressure. I'm gonna have to find out. I think it's before. I think right here is a your baffle or whatever you want to call it for your actual muffling. You put it before that, so it builds up your back pressure, shoots this over to your fuel tank, keeps a positive pressure through your fuel line, and then you can it'll go into your carb. Here is a fail safe, which you had to do back in the day with these older radios and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm gonna buy a new radio for all this stuff. Here's a one-way bearing for the pull start. I'm sorry, I don't know what the other ones were. Here is a shock tower, purple. Here's adjustable turnbuckles and more right here. So I got 4. I think this is a center drive shaft for the front, and then when I do the extended, it's gonna be it's not gonna be universal. So I'll go online and see if I can find a universal. Here's a shock tower silver. So I think I only have 1 silver and 1 purple, so that's gonna look kind of funky. I don't care. It's aluminum. Here's your exhaust booty. Everyone likes those. Keep all your crap away from your tires and stuff. Here's a dual brake. I think this is a dual disc brake setup. Modification, which is kind of nice. Stickers galore. Some more of these wheel hubs, hex wheel hubs. These are 14 millimeter. And a shock rebuild kit for the stockers. Man, I have a whole bunch of crap in here I collected. Some more, what's this? Another transmission gear. 39 tooth, in case I want to play with them. Here's some black nuts. I'll probably do the black. I kind of like black. Here's another center universal. It's only for the stock one, the stock length, because I believe both those drive shafts are the same length. I don't quote me on that. This is a battery tray, servo tray thing. Here, air filter, a boot for the exhaust to the header. Here's another heat sink plate thing. And so some center drive shafts again, but those are just regular dog bone guys. I like these cotter pins, the bent ones. A lot easier to stick out. And like I said, I was gonna build 2 of these, so I have more of these pins, cross pins for the spider gears. I have a whole bunch. I probably have like, I don't know, 3 sets of these, because I actually have 3 of these vehicles. Here's an output shaft, transmissions, idler shaft, some more crystals and stuff. I don't need all this. A lot of this stuff I don't need. Oh, maybe I'll do these. I have purple flange nuts, so those are kind of nice. Shock shafts to I mean, I have all kinds of stuff, and then of course everyone knows this little brass washer that goes for your clutch bell and all that crap. So anyway, you could see the assortment of crap I have here. That's gonna be really cool to kind of build this thing up, and I'm gonna take this stock one, brand new out of the box, vintage 2003 I think, or something like that. Anyway, it's pretty old. And I'm gonna put all these parts on it. I mean, not all of them, but I'm gonna fit everything, that one of each. I might go online and try to find a purple or silver shock tower, maybe, so I can get one of each, or two of one color, because that might look weird. I don't know. I might throw them on any. I don't have to spend the money right now. I have all the crap anyway. I might go ahead and get a. Actually, what I might do is, I believe the Spectrum DX4C that we all got with our, we got them for our Baja Rays. I think there's profiles on there, so I think you can switch your from receiver to receiver. I'll read up more on that. And if that's the case, I already have an extra receiver for that when I bought it, because your truck came with one, and then if you just bought the combo, it came with the. So I'll just put the receiver inside of this this Blitz, and then boom, I got digital and multi-channel whatever, so I don't have to worry about the crystals and all that crap. Run the stock servo for a while, and I ran the stock, like I said, I've ran the stock servo in these Savages. I mean, original Savages. Every single Savage that I have is the original .21. It wasn't any of the upgraded versions or nothing like that. And that stock servo, still in all of my Savages. It's literally, it's bulletproof. I mean, it's a nice servo. To turn those big heavy tires, these guys right here. I mean, see, compared to my hand, not pretty big hands. It's a lot of turning force, so that servo that it came with, very, very high end. I think there's rebuild kits, and I think you can get metal gears to put in there and whatnot, this and that. Is it worth going to get in brushless, coreless, whatever, all that crap? Probably not. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, my kind of thing. That's why I don't do a lot of upgrades to all my vehicles right off the bat, because to me it's not worth it. Just run it until it breaks. I mean, unless you got the disposable income, which I really don't. So anyway, to sum everything up, pay attention to your battery size. That's one of the biggest things, especially when you have a nice fixed battery tray like that that's not really adjustable per se. Then it's adjustable width-wise. I don't understand why this company out of China decides to keep the same width cells, just make them longer. I wish they would just make them fatter. And in the description did say drone type of thing, but even drones, everything has a limitation, so I don't know. Anyway, pay attention to your battery size. I think that's it. I mean, that's really it. So I'm going to put this I'm gonna put this motor, like I said, I'm gonna put this engine inside my Savage. This one I'm pulling out of the box. The one that's in there will probably just go on one of my other ones. And everything I take off of this vehicle will probably get put on whatever's broken on the other one. I will fix it. And I might just run the stock radio with one of those, because if I have a buddy that comes over, something like that, you know, we want to nitro it out. You know, that's the way to go. But one more thing before I leave you guys here. I went ahead and if you're going to do nitro, go ahead and do yourself a favor. I used to get Monster. Go ahead and get some of this. This is VP. Everyone knows VP, some pretty good stuff. This is 20%. I only go 20% because I don't like to get too crazy with my fuels. So 20% is good. 15 is just not enough for me. So I do 20%. This was $14.99 at Hobby People right now. I only bought one jug because I'm gonna probably run a couple tanks and then get bored. So I might go buy another jug. But remember, guys, it does separate. So if you have it sitting for a long time, it almost becomes useless. So don't bulk buy nitro. To me, it's not worth it unless you're really running it hardcore all the time. And you're going to go through a gallon in like a week. That'd be worth it. If you're going to run this like your vehicle every couple of weeks and then let it sit for a month or two, you know, then that gallon's going to last you forever. Then it starts separating. And it gets this, I don't know how to explain it, but I've tried it before. I had stuff sitting for a year. Poured it in my Savage, and it was very hard to start. I kept on hydrolocking it. It didn't have the volatile properties that it's supposed to have. So it was fouling my glow plugs, and I mean it's just an all around mess. So anyway, don't bulk buy your nitro. But hey, that's it, guys. I know it was kind of a lot. Sorry, I covered multiple things. I'm gonna get today. It's a rainy day, so I'm gonna go get to cleaning some of this stuff off. And here's my Baja Ray. So anyway, pretty much it, guys. I'll keep you updated as far as the shock tower on this. Once I get my Savage all built up, I'm not gonna do any build up videos, nothing like that. Everyone knows what it looks like to build up an RC car, so I don't really want to do all that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to do one of those. But once I get it all built up and running, man, I'm definitely going to take a video. It's been a long time since the nitro. Burns your nostrils, and I mean, it's just so much fun. So, alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Later.